beautiful souls. If you're new, welcome to Threads of Fate. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you all here. Whether you're here for guidance, clarity, or a sign from the universe, I always believe that you've been led here for a reason. I'll be using my intuition and the tarot over here to bring you the messages you need to hear right now. As always, especially since this is a group reading, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Remember that your intuition is always your greatest guide. So trust what speaks to you the most. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a reading. And of course, if you feel called, leave a comment below. I love hearing about your thoughts and experiences. Now take a deep breath. Relax your mind and focus on your question today. In front of you, we have 3 piles. This over here is pile 1. This is pile 2. And this is pile 3. Trust your intuition. Whichever pile calls to you the most holds the message meant for you today. And we will now be starting with pile 1. If you picked pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's dive into what's really going on with your person because honestly, I can tell already that this energy is deep. When I was shuffling the cards, you guys had 2 messages of the Love Oracle cards flying right out. When usually I only take 1 card, which we will be looking at these 3 last. Okay, let's take a look at the tarot cards first. So for the first one, you got the 2 of Swords. The Death card. Justice. The 10 of Cups. The King of Cups. And the 7 of Wands. Interesting. Okay, with the 2 of Swords over here, your person is seriously stuck in their head right now. They're at a crossroads, unsure what to do next. It's like they know they need to make a decision, but instead of taking action, they're just kind of sitting in the middle of it, I guess, and just overthinking everything. I'm getting this image of them just staring at their phone, typing out a message, then deleting it over and over again. You know, one moment they're convinced they should take a leap of faith, the next they're doubting if it's the right move. And it's not that they don't care. They care so much that it's actually making them freeze and just not do anything. For some of you, this person could be torn between their hearts and their logic, their head. Maybe their emotions are telling them, go for it, this connection is special. But their mind is like, hold up. Are you sure you're ready for this? And for others here, there might be an external situation that's complicating things. Maybe they have unfinished businesses, like for example, a past relationship which they need closure on, family expectations weighing them down, third-party situations, work, or any other personal struggles that makes them hesitate. And yeah, if that's the case, they could feel like they need to sort things out before they can fully come towards you, you know what I mean? But whatever the case is, yeah, this person is not taking action yet. But it's not because they don't want to. It's just because this connection is like, they need to make a decision first before, they can move towards this connection because they don't want to mess it up. With the Death card over here, people always freak out at the Death card. But this is actually like a very powerful and beautiful card in this context. Because even though death is about endings, it's also about transformation. And let me tell you, pile 1, you have changed this person in ways they never expected. Before you came into their lives, they might have been comfortable in their old patterns, Maybe they were used to casual connections, or maybe they had like a fear of vulnerability that kept them at a distance in relationships. But then you showed up and suddenly the way they used to approach love just doesn't work anymore. I feel like for some of you, this person was used to being in control. Maybe they were the type to keep their emotions in check, stay detached, or, just avoid getting too deep. But you triggered something in them, and now they just can't go back to the way things were, I guess, in some ways. Like, for example, imagine someone who always thought that love was supposed to be easy, surface level, no emotional ties. Then boom, you walk into their lives, and now suddenly they're feeling things they never felt before. They might have tried to ignore it, brush it off, but it's too powerful to deny. Especially with the King of Cups over here with the Death card. I feel like, you transformed them in this way. Meeting you forced them to confront a lot of fears and their old way of thinking. That was actually, now they have to consider what a real, deep, lasting love could look like. This is a rebirth for them. Usually in the traditional tarot, the Death card does not have the rebirth, word here, but in this case there is, which I think this is a rebirth for them. Like, I think it's like signifying more strongly. You have awakened a new version of them, one that's more open, more aware, and whether they realize it or not, is more ready for something real. It's intense, it's life-changing, and honestly, it's probably scaring the hell out of them right now, which is why, they have a difficult time making decisions. But, here's the thing. Death is necessary for growth. This is not someone who will stay the same forever. The old them is fading away, and that means they're evolving into someone who can truly show up for this connection. Especially with the Justice card right after this. The Justice, the Death, the Two of Swords, like every single card over here shows me like a storyline, if you know what I mean, of making a decision, transformation, and over here, which is they want to do right by you, If things have felt uncertain, expect them to start looking at this connection with a more serious and balanced mindset. Because even though this person may not show it, this is not someone who wants to play games anymore. If they've been distant, it's not because they don't care. It's because they're trying to make sure they handle this the right way. With the back to the Two of Swords energy over here, this could mean making a decision about commitment, especially if they've been going back and forward. For some of you guys, if there was any imbalance in the past, one of you putting more effort, they want to correct that and bring fairness into this relationship. They don't want to rush things just to mess it up, if you know what I mean. They want to be fully present when they come towards you. Justice is all about truth and accountability, so I guess expect them to step up and be clear about what they want. This is not just emotions anymore for them. This is making a real, fair, and balanced choice in the future. With the Ten of Cups over here, pile one, this is like the epiphany of tarot reading in terms of romance readings. There's not, in my opinion, there's rarely anything better than the Ten of Cups. Let me tell you, this is the dream. Deep down, this person sees everything with you. Happiness, love, emotional fulfillment. This is not just a casual crush or a fleeting attraction. You are their safe space, their person, their home, Imagine waking up next to someone who adores you, supports you, makes you feel like the most loved person in the world. Picture cozy nights in, deep conversations, and, laughter that fills a room. This is the kind of love that feels like destiny. The kind that lasts a lifetime. Even if they're hesitant right now, their soul knows. They might not be saying it out loud yet, but trust me, this is what they want with you. You're their happiness, their peace, their happily ever after. Trust me. And if you've been wondering, do they see a future with you? The answer is yes, like a million. This is with this card over here, it's like 1,000,000% yes. But, I feel like usually Usually with the Seven of Wands over here, this signifies something negative. Well, I guess it depends on the context, but I personally see Seven of Cards as something like being defensive, you know, on the defense. But in this particular reading, I feel like this Seven of Wands is signifying someone who wants to fight for this connection, even though they're super guarded, you know? Even though they're dealing with personal battles, outside opinions, or just their own fears, their heart is still saying, this is it, you know? Like this Seven of Wands over here, they are ready to defend your connection, like no matter like how hard it's gonna be. With the King of Cups over here, which is, you know, as the final outcome card, I feel like this tells me that this person like really loves you deeply, even if they don't express it. This is someone who feels intensely, but they might not be always, especially with like the surrounding cards over here, they might not always express it. They might not always be great at putting these emotions into words. But like the King of Cups, you know, the Cups is an emotional card, so I do explain, you know, over time, expect them to open up more and become more emotionally stable in this connection. Ten of Cups, King of Cups. Yeah, this person wants you really badly. Let's take a look at what these cards say. With the Messages of Love Oracle cards, we got stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. And soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. You see what I'm saying? What did I tell you? This is not some fleeting connection, pile one. This is the real deal. This is your soulmate. Like, do you see what's happening here? Everything we just talked about in the tarot, the deep emotions, the transformations, the long-term love, it's double confirmation right here. Let's see what this one says. Romance. Do you see what's happening here? Oh, I'm so happy for you, pile one. This is the kind of love people dream about. The kind that changes your life in the best way possible. This is not just a romance. It's a once-in-a-lifetime connection. I know your person is taking their times, but their hearts already know you're special. They see a future with you, even if they're slow to act, you know? I guess so. Just take a deep breath, trust the process, and know that your love story is unfolding beautifully. Just look at all of this. Your love story is unfolding beautifully. Pile one. Look at this. Oh my god. Damn. I wish I picked pile one now, honestly. I just need you to let this sink in for a moment. This is your person. The connection, the soulmate energy, the long-term love, it's all here. You deserve this. And I truly believe this kind of love is coming your way, even if it hasn't already. I'm so excited for you. This is the kind of love that changes everything. It's already written in the stars, and honestly, it's only a matter of time. If this reading resonated, you know, let me know in the comments. Are you feeling this energy from this person? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this reading. Sending you all so much love and light, and goodbye. Hello there, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into what's really going on with your person and their intentions towards you. We have the Chariot, the Magician, the King of Pentacles, the Moon, we have Strength, and we have the High Priestess. Okay, first up we have the Chariot over here. So here's the deal. Your person wants to take action. They're feeling a strong pull towards you, and at times, it might seem like they're determined to make something happen between you. But here's the issue. Their energy over here is very inconsistent. One moment they're all in, making you feel like things are finally moving forward. Maybe they text you first, initiate plans, or even drop hints that, they see something long term with you. But then, out of nowhere, radio silence. They pull back, they hesitate, and suddenly, you're left wondering what the hell just happened over here. It's like they're revving the engine at a green light. But, instead of driving forward, they just sit there with their foot on the damn brake. It's like when you... Maybe for some of you this actually happened. Imagine you're talking to this person. They say something like, I can really see us together, or I've never met anyone like you. You start feeling hopeful because, this person is showing these signs. But then what? Days go by and they barely respond to your messages. What's going on? That's the Chariot energy. Fast movement followed by hesitation, based off of what I'm seeing over here. Especially with the King of Pentacles, which it's good. Like, usually it's good, but it's a pentacle. It's a slow moving energy, you know what I mean? Especially when after this we do have the Magician, which, this is interesting because your person knows they have the power to make this work. They're not clueless or helpless. Like, if they wanted to, they could take control of the situation. But, here's the thing about the Magician. It's all about intentions. And this person's intentions are very unclear right now. Like, just based off of what I'm seeing here, there's so many, arcanas. And it just feels like pure chaos rather than, this person's really stable, but the energy they're bringing into your life is just pure chaos. I'm not saying, I guess, too much positives. There is, this person might make you, anxious or, things like that. Because of the unclear intention, I guess. You could, always find yourself asking, are they actively trying to build a real relationship? Or do they just like the idea of what could be, For some of you, this person is in a phase where they're figuring out what they want, They might be giving they are giving mixed signals. But it's not necessarily because they're playing games. I don't see any, I guess with the moon here, I can't say definitely, but just based off of the surface level at least, I'm not seeing any bad intentions. They're not playing games per se, but it's just that they truly haven't fully decided at least what they're doing yet. For example, have you ever, dealt with someone? I feel like most of us have, We've all dealt with someone who talks a big game but doesn't follow through. They say, I really want to see you, but when it's time to make plans, they're suddenly busy. That's kind of what this energy is telling me. It's not fully aligned, this energy. They can make this happen, but will they? And power to you deserve clarity, not confusion. With the King of Pentacles here, this person does have the potential to be a stable and committed partner. They might even be successful, grounded, or someone who appears to, have their life all together. But, stability isn't just about money or maturity. It's also about emotional security. And that's where things seems to get tricky with this person. I'm not seeing any of, this type of stuff. Like, I get the sense that this person values control in their life, you know? Maybe they're the type who likes to, likes things to go their way or on their own timeline. Like, if they feel like they can't control this connection, or if they don't know exactly where it's leading, I feel like they're the type of person who is gonna, like, pull back instead of step up, Like, picture someone who's super put together in their career. They make smart choices, they plan their life out, but when it comes to emotions, it's a fucking total mess. They're used to being in control, so when they start feeling something intense for you, they panic. Instead of diving in, they slow down or withdraw because deep down, they're scared of losing control. So while they could be the King of Pentacles in your life, they're not acting like it right now. They're hesitating. Like, and I feel it. Like, with the moon over here, this is, like, the real issue, like, over here. Like, out of this entire pile, like, this is what screams to me, like, this connection is clouded by secrets, uncertainty, or, like, fear, this type of stuff. Like, this person might be hiding their true feelings or struggling with something they haven't told you about. The moon represents confusion, illusions, and, just things happening behind the scenes. So if you've been feeling like this person is keeping something from you, you're probably right. This doesn't necessarily mean they're being deceptive, though, but it does mean that you don't have the full story over here. Which is why, like, earlier I was saying how... What was I saying? I was saying how I'm not exactly, like, just based off of the surface knowledge, I don't think this person has bad intentions, but with the moon card, like, I can't tell you definitely, because of this. Because there is something they haven't revealed yet, whether it's their emotions, their past, or another factor that's influencing their behavior, Maybe they tell you they're not ready for a relationship, but they won't explain why. Maybe they're hot and cold with no real explanation. Or maybe they act like they're interested but won't fully commit. That's the moon energy. Something is unclear and you don't have all the answers yet. Like, with strength over here, if you do want to make, like... For this connection to work, there needs to be, like, a lot of patience, but you shouldn't be the one putting in all... Like, you shouldn't be the only one putting in the effort. Like, you can give this person, all the patience in the world. If this person doesn't, like, relationship is a two-way street. If this person doesn't also put in some effort, like, it's just... That's not how it works. I feel like some of you have been holding on, staying strong, waiting for this person to figure things out. You've been gentle, understanding, compassionate, and all this, but, like, I feel like they're not meeting you halfway. Like, have you been in, like, maybe some of you have been in a situation where you're constantly the one giving, like, the one waiting, the one hoping the other person will finally realize what you already know. I guess that's strength for you. Like, it's noble to be patient, like, It's great to be patient. It's beautiful to be kind, but you deserve someone who is not afraid to step up. Like, with the High Priestess here, even though you're coming to me for a reading, and everything, you already know the truth. The High Priestess is your intuition screaming at you. If you've been feeling like this person isn't telling you everything, trust that feeling. If you've been feeling like there's more going on beneath the surface, there is. Like, for example, some of you may already have this little voice in your head that says, something isn't adding up here. That gut feeling that tells you there's more to a story. That's the High Priestess energy. It's telling you to listen to your intuition, because deep down, you already know what's up. You know what? Let's check. Wait. The timing is not quite right. Yeah, that's why your message is wait. Because until the truth comes out, you won't have the clarity you need to move forward. Yeah, and with the no here, right now this person's energy just isn't clear. Their emotions are murky, and while they might feel a deep connection with you, they're not acting on it in a way that matches your potential. This person wants to come forward, but they're hesitating. There's a lot going on beneath their surface, things you might not fully know yet. Right now, the timing is off, and their intentions are still unclear. You are being guided to wait for the truth before investing more energy. Trust yourself, Pile 2. If something feels off, it probably is. My advice to you is, with the High Priestess over here, listen to your gut. Don't settle for someone who keeps you guessing. Because if this person truly wants to be in your life in a meaningful way, they'll show you. Not with mixed signals like this. Not with mixed signals like this stuff, Not with hesitation, but with direct, clear, consistent action. If this reading resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this reading. I really hope, the situation betters itself. The Chariot can be in a positive energy, The Magician works itself out, but until then, sending you so much love and clarity. And don't do anything stupid. Thank you. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Right away, this energy feels heavy to me for some reason. And also, you guys somehow ended up with 2 oracle cards, just like Pile 1. Even though I usually only take 1. But, these 2 flew out together, so I took them both. For this pile, I feel called to start it off with these angel messages and the oracle cards first. So I guess let's do that first. Let's see. Let go. We have obsession. And we have children. Interesting. Someone is thinking about the other a lot. Maybe it's you wondering what's going on their mind, or maybe it's them lurking in the background, unable to fully let go. With the children card, there could be literal children are involved, or it could be symbolic, This person might be emotionally immature, struggling to make adult decisions in love. And then, we have the Angel Oracle card that's to let go, which, yeah, this doesn't seem to be an easy, simple love story, which I guess that's what the heavy feeling I had earlier was about. But let's see what the tarot cards say first. We have Judgment. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the, 6 of Swords. We have the 9 of Swords. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. With this Judgment card into the 8 of Wands over here, honestly, I feel like it's kind of like a sudden wake-up call, if you will, Your person is having a major realization about this connection. Judgment is about the moment of truth. Like the sudden, oh crap, awakening where they're forced to confront their feelings. Maybe they've been avoiding this for a long time. Maybe they told themselves they didn't care that this connection wasn't important, that they could move on easily. But now, I guess they just can't ignore it anymore. And what happens when someone realizes that they might be losing something valuable? They panic. And that is where this one comes in, the Eight of Wands come in, which signifies fast action, sudden movement, you know? A text, a call, an unexpected return. If this person has been distant, you know, expect them to be rushing back with this Eight of Wands energy, almost out of nowhere. And it's going to be like they've been bottling up emotions and suddenly, boom, they can't hold it in anymore. You know, have you ever had someone, I feel like most of us have, you know, we all know that one person who disappeared for weeks or months, then they pop back up with a, hey, I've been thinking about, you know, like, or about you, or like, you know, we all had someone like that. Like, hey, I've been thinking about you, you know, how are you doing, you know, things like that. I feel like that's exactly what's happening here. But, you know, is this real or is this just like a, you know, like a panic? Yeah, I think the most frustrating part about this is the Four of Cups, like these two over here, I think, honestly. Like in terms of on their side at least. Like, your person wants to act, but are they actually ready for a relationship? Like, Four of Cups tells me that they've been coming in fast, but like, even though they've been coming in fast, like, you know, with this Eight of Wands energy, they still are unsure. This is the I want you, but I don't know if I'm ready kind of energy. They feel the pull, they don't want to lose you, but instead of fully embracing the connection, they hesitate. They might be the type who focus on what they don't have rather than appreciating what's right in front of them. Maybe they're scared of commitment, or maybe they just don't know how to handle something this deep. You know, and that's where the Six of Swords comes in, I guess. Because either you or they are trying to move on. Maybe you've been trying to walk away and this person suddenly pulls you back in. Or maybe they're the ones distancing themselves, acting emotionally unavailable because deep down, they're overwhelmed. Remember that angel message over here that says, let go? If someone is hot and cold, in and out, hesitant to fully love you, are they really what you deserve? With the Knight of Swords over here, especially into the Five Pentacles, honestly, it's like an emotional whiplash. Like, I think we're just... The heart of why this connection feels so exhausting is honestly just because, like, the heart of it is this person is impulsive. Like, Knight of Swords energy is rash, unpredictable, and fast-moving. They act before they think. So yes, I guess expect sudden grand gestures, deep conversations, intense confessions, but also expect inconsistency. One moment they're charging in saying things like, I can't stop thinking about you, I don't want to lose you, I think we have something really special. And the next, look, they pull back, they disappear, they get cold. This is the kind of person who sends a long emotional message one day and then suddenly stop replying the next. Or someone who starts an argument just to create space, then comes back later as if nothing happened. Like with this Five Pentacles as the last energy, this is the feeling of being left out in the cold. This person has a fear of abandonment, but instead of dealing with it in a healthy way, they push people away before they can be hurt. And for some of you, they might even be keeping you as an option rather than fully stepping up. And let's be real, that is not fair to you. This is a cycle that never ends. Like if we piece all of this together, let me try putting this back. Like if we try piecing this together, like over here, they suddenly realize what you mean to them. They rush back in, unable to hold back anymore, but deep down they're still hesitant, still unsure. You know, someone, maybe you, tries to move on. You know, the cycle continues. They act on impulse, you know, saying all the right things in the moment, but in the end, they pull away, leaving you feeling abandoned. Like, you see the pattern here? This person might love the idea of you, but are they truly showing up for you in a way that's healthy, stable, and fulfilling? With the oracle messages, someone in this connection is clinging too tightly. Maybe it's them not wanting to let you go, or maybe it's you still holding on to hope that they'll change. You know, I feel like for this, now that I'm seeing all of this, you know, even though some of you might literally have kids involved, but for most of you, this person is emotionally immature. They might run from responsibility, avoid serious conversation, or struggle with commitment. Like, or you know, all of these things. With the Let Go card, I believe the universe is literally telling you that holding on to this connection might be blocking your happiness. I know it's hard, you know. I know the history, the memories, the deep feelings you have for them, but does this connection truly make you feel loved, valued, and secure? Or is it keeping you stuck hoping for something that, well, just never materializes itself? Trust yourself, pile 3. If this person can't step up, the best thing you can do is to choose yourself. If this reading resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this reading. And I'm sending you clarity, strength, and all positive things.